All right, we're about to get into it. Take these little tabs here off. Studio lights. Finally, gonna get this thing going. Let's do it. Here it is. Well, we got one thing, right? We know it's red. Let's see, two wheels and tires in there, though. I don't see any, don't see any extra sets. Get a hold of Altis, see what that giveaway set is. Well, I hope that's not messed up. All right. Well, there it is. Unboxed. Packed it pretty well. Got a lot more assembly on this one than I did the others, which is fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the plastic off of it, get all the parts off. Well, pull them out anyway. Unbolt the axle here from that board and try to get it up on my stand. That stand right there. Get it lifted up on that and get the assembly going. So, taking my time on this. I want to do it right. I'm not going to rush it. It takes me all damn night, all day tomorrow. So be it. So I went ahead and dug in. Doesn't look like, screw these real quick. Doesn't look like there's any damage from the shipping. I took the battery out. That's interesting. There's the battery right there. This thing's a beast. It's the biggest battery I've got, and it's not very full. See there? I'm gonna need to get some charge on it, so I'll probably plug this thing up real quick once I dig the charger out and get it going, because I know it's gonna take a couple hours to get it juiced up, but I've got the time, so not too concerned. I do like how they've got this thing configured. There's a brake light. It's interesting. Yeah, so far I'm impressed with the build quality of this dude. Very happy. I'm gonna go ahead and keep moving and try to get this stuff knocked out. I'm getting a little worried here. I don't see my tailpiece. There's a battery charger. Go ahead and get this plugged in. Juice that battery up. Boy, they're not messing around with this thing. There are foot pegs, kickstand, kit, spacers. That's for the brake. I'm not quite sure where my tailpiece is. I thought there was supposed to be one with it. Yeah, there is supposed to be a tailpiece. I don't know where it is. Maybe it's, I just haven't gotten to it yet. Maybe it's in that foam that I haven't dug out yet. I don't know. I see the front fender, but I don't see the rear. Oh well, I'll keep moving on, and that's the piece I have to have them send me. That's the piece I'll have to have them send me. I'm hoping it's down there underneath the bike, though. Looks like it might be. We will see. I am back to filming. I had to take the Mustang down to get some work done on it. Pick it up from getting lights put on it. So now I'm gonna pull this out. Look at these guys. If I'll need those or not. Ah, I found it. Thanks to the guys on Altis Owners Facebook page. Faceplate, tail, the display, and where's manual? I just made my first big mistake. I broke this off. So guys, when you're putting this front wheel on, don't crank this like I did. until it breaks. Big mistake right there. I just, hopefully I can get one of these from the dirt bike shop tomorrow. I'm gonna go down there and see if I can get one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this axle back in, but I can't ride now until I get this part. Don't be a dumbass like me and crank that thing down as far as it'll go, or you'll be shit out of luck. Damn it, I can't believe I just did that. Oh, it makes me so mad. I don't have an extra one laying around either. Shit out of luck. If I rob one from another bike, but that's not the right thing to do. So what I'm gonna do for now is tighten this stuff down and get the handlebars and everything else mounted up so that tomorrow I can go get that bolt or get that nut and get myself back in business. Damn it, that pisses me off. And I'm fairly certain there's not an extra one laying around. No extras, that's okay. Maybe I may be able to go to a hardware store. I may actually run down there real quick and see if they've got one. Highly doubt it, but it's worth checking. I'm at a standstill for the time being. Smooth move, X-Lax. So now that I've got this bad boy put together, I'm going to do a full walkthrough on this bike. So you can tell that these spokes, hubs, wheels, everything on this bike is put together very well. You guys want to see the inside? I do have the battery out. That's what it looks like with the battery out of it. Here's the motor. These foot pegs, unbelievably solid. Something I will warn you all about, that's the part that I broke. It goes into the axle there. It goes in the axle, and what I actually have in there is a oil drain plug I went and picked up from O'Reilly's yesterday. I cranked that thing on and snapped it, but yeah, it works, I guess. This bike, I haven't even powered this thing on yet. So I just wanted to really quickly do a walkthrough. There is a firmware update, and I am getting ready to do said firmware update. Kickstand sensor right there. Nice setup though. Here's the keys. Goes up inside of that. This 92 is the quality control number. Guess I can throw the battery in real quick. I'll do that. Get this thing powered on and try to do the firmware update. But putting this thing together wasn't that difficult. It's really pissed me off that I did what I did last night with the front wheel, but whatever. When charging, connect the charger to the battery first and then plug it into an electrical outlet to prevent the charger from burning out. Okay. Got a USB connection for a phone or a GPS or whatever you're using. So I'll get Mr. Skull here off of there. Give my hat back, dude. Get this thing powered up right quick and try to do the firmware update. Be right back. I got the battery dropped in this dude, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to get the firmware upgrade finished. I'm waiting on Altis or Voro to call me, one of the two. Probably call right in the middle of me filming, which would be great because then I can record the conversation. Spoiler alert, I actually got my wife to get in the video with me. No, in all seriousness, got them both. Oh, in all seriousness, I was able to get the bike connected to the app. I don't think that there's a firmware update for my bike. I'm assuming it's shipped with a firmware update. We'll wait and see if another firmware upgrade comes later, but my bike did not have the option to do a firmware upgrade at this time, from what I can tell, but I did get connected. Oh, just ignore the rest of the video as I try to connect. But I've seen a lot of you guys can't figure out how to get your bike into race mode. Here are the keys. These two are, one locks the steering wheel right there, and the other one's for the seat. In order to get your bike to go into race mode, you got to use this red key, tap in. And if you haven't done this already, you're gonna hold down the M button right there. You come to vehicle settings, hit the M again. I go up to race enable. This says race enable on. By default, it's off. If you don't have that on, you have it off, you will not be able to get into race mode. One more thing, if you key in with your black card, you cannot enable race mode. Switching the gears here. You see I go to normal, sport, and race. I hit the throttle on this thing a minute ago with it being up in the air. Oh my God. It's in park. Oh, I've got my kickstand down. We're ready to go. I'll hit this throttle real quick. This thing has got so much freaking torque, it's unbelievable. It's almost scary. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this again. Eco mode is stupid. Like, even with 20, that's full throttle. But that's probably for just buzzing around. Honestly, if I were gonna let somebody ride this thing that's not me, or my kids or something, I would probably keep them in eco mode. Normal mode. I did not full throttle that. This thing is literally gonna jump off my stand if I get too crazy with it. But yeah, I want to go ride, but it's raining out there, and I just don't feel like, after I'm done, spending the next hour wiping the bike back down, because that's just how I am. I can't stand my shit being dirty. We'll clean it up as soon as I'm done. But anyway, another thing, I thought this thing would power off by itself without using it. Maybe it does. I just haven't set it to do that yet, but it didn't for me. So if there's a setting on that, I'll find it. If not, you do have to card your bike off. Otherwise, it'll sit there and stay on. Running power, which is not optimal, as you can imagine. This is my walkthrough. I'm not going to merge the videos together where I'm riding. I think what I'm going to do is do a separate ride video, because I'll need to get geared up. I'll put my helmet on, all my gear, and etc. I'll probably wait till it's done raining. I just don't want to get out there riding the rain. I'm not going to. I will post that video up soon. But yeah, this is a walkthrough. A lot of you questioned, was there any damage done? I don't see any. Shipping was great. Oh, the headlight. The headlight sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of it. Probably be better to do this at night. But just for shits and grins. Key in. I'll show you what the headlight looks like. That's it. It's not great. More than likely, what I'm gonna do is test and check and see if I can retrofit one of these. This is the RAR Mantis headlight, and it's badass. I actually have a a piece for this bike, a wire that I purchased. That this is my wife's. For those of you that don't know, I've got a component purchased that I can turn the high beam, low beam both on that bike. This one here just has a race plate. Same with that. So I'm going to check and see if there's any way I can put together a headlight adapter. Maybe I can use one of those and somehow retrofit it on here. I don't know, but there's got to be a better way to light this thing up, because that headlight there, I will ride at night. That's not going to work for me. Maybe it will, I don't know. I'll try it out at night, but I have a feeling it's not going to be good enough. I need a wider, probably brighter spectrum to be able to see where I'm going and what I'm doing. But oh, I didn't even check the tail lights. I got it powered off. I'm not going to monkey with it anymore. I think I'm going to wait till it dries up, like I said, and get a ride video out. But in the meantime, I can go ahead and throw this together and edit. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. Thanks for watching, guys. If you got any questions, real quick, what I wanted to say was throw them up in the comments. Oh, and by the way, I did advertise and mention I was going to do a wheel giveaway. They didn't send it to me yet. And being that I can't even get them to call me regarding the firmware upgrade, my hopes are very low that I'm gonna actually get that. Starting to second guess this decision a little bit. Can't get a hold of anybody. If I broke something on this and needed parts, which I already have one, I had to improvise, I can't get a hold of anybody. That pisses me off. RAR, those guys, you can buy parts from them. They call back, you can get a hold of them. They have a support line. I know they're not the fastest bikes, but they have the best customer service so far out of all these manufacturers that I've dealt with. And stay tuned because I'm highly considering purchasing a Stark Varg. I'm gonna call and see what their parts line looks like and what their customer service looks like. But I've got the idea planted in my head to get a Stark Varg, and it's probably what I'm gonna end up doing now. That's that. Put comments, questions in the comment section down there, and I'll try to do my best to answer them. So thanks guys for watching, appreciate it. Hope I covered everything that you guys were wanting to see on this bike since I finally got it put together and it's just sitting here now. I know I'm crazy for not riding it, but I don't want to lay it down. These tires aren't going to be good on the street, especially the wet street. So I'm going to go ahead and air them up to where they need to be and wait for the rain to stop. So thanks for watching again, guys. Later.